Hey everybody, this is Stefan Thomas from We Use Coins, and today I want to show you a screencast of a software that we've been working on. It's a Bitcoin client written in pure JavaScript, and it's been developed in collaboration with TrueCoin, and so I've got the TrueCoin CEO, Eric Brigham, on the phone with me. Hi Eric.
Hi Stefan.
How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Are you excited about the client?
I'm very excited.
All right,
this has been a long time in coming, and it's very fun to show off.
All right, so let's show people how it looks. So basically, I'll open it up, and as you can see, the interface is pretty much exactly like the official client. You've got your Bitcoin address. You can create new addresses, copy them to a clipboard, and of course send money. And you can see your list of transactions down here. So what I'll do right now is I'll open up a chat with Eric, and just as soon as that pops up, I will send him my Bitcoin address. Let me copy that to the clipboard, switch back to the chat, and there you go. And now, Eric, if you would be so kind and send some Bitcoins for demonstration.
All right, let me copy and paste your address real quick. And you've got one Bitcoin coming your direction right now.
Okay, so I'll switch back to the client and see as it pops up. And there it is. All right, so while we wait for confirmation, I actually want to show a little bit of the software that's running in the background. So right now I'll go into my console, and you'll see that this is basically, I've got some debugging enabled right now, so it's a bit verbose, but these messages, this is the normal logging right here. It says that it heard some transactions on the network. This is the one that Eric just sent, and there's this is the notification that the transaction came in, and we're actually quite lucky in that just now a block came in. Okay, so right now another transaction from a different client that's connected to the server got cancelled, so I got a bit confused. But all right, so a new block came in, and right now it hasn't confirmed our transaction yet, but our client knows about it, and I'll show you that a little more when our transaction actually gets confirmed. So let me open up the code for the application. It's all written in Node.js on the server side and plain JavaScript on the client side. And before I say any more, the first thing really to point out is that the client is 100% handling the private key. So the server never gets to see the private key. It always stays on the client. That might seem a bit odd for a browser client because you can change the software on the server side, and then obviously the client will do whatever you want. But we'll probably create a version that you can install and that has a secure upgrade mechanism in the future. So it's really more of a demonstration of the APIs that we have in place than the final thing. But I'll show you anyway that when I send a transaction, so let's say I want to send some money to some address. Let me just get one real quick here. So okay, so to this address I want to send 10 bit cents. So if I want to do this and I hit send and I want to confirm, it'll actually generate and sign the transaction on the client side. I will scroll up a little bit so I can show you. So right here, this is the transaction serialized for signing. This is the SHA. This is the final hash. So this is the intermediary hash. This is the final hash. And these are all the variables from the elliptic curve cryptography. And finally, it'll generate a signed transaction. I'll send it over. And this is this request here. Here's the parameter. So this is the signed transaction in base 64. And that's the only thing it sends to the server. It doesn't send any private keys to the server. And we envision this API. So obviously the API is 100% real time. So both transactions show up immediately. We don't have to refresh the page or anything. And the API is really meant for other clients, mobile clients. Maybe Eric, maybe you can say a little bit about what other clients we've got planned and how you envision the future of the API.
Sure. In the future, we absolutely want to have a number of open source clients that connect or use this API for connectivity. There's also a wallet element to the API for providing secure backups that is in the process of being implemented as well. But yeah, so those clients would include everything from mobile phones to a nice desktop type application, something like Skype or similar, and obviously cross-platform and everything in between.
Yep, that sounds great. And let me say a little bit about the wallet API that you mentioned. The wallet right now is stored in local storage, and I'll actually be stupid enough to show it in the screencast so you can actually all see my private keys, but obviously I'll change it before I upload anything. So let me open this up real quick. So these are my private keys encoded in base64, and as you can see they're stored in the local storage. This is obviously not ideal because if I go to a different computer I can't access them. So we've come up with a system. It's a bit too complicated to explain in the screencast, but I'll post documentation pretty soon on the forums where you can actually encrypt all your private keys, and they're stored encrypted on your local disk, and they're stored encrypted on the server, and it's kind of a two-factor authentication thing. So you enter a PIN number that wouldn't be secure enough just as an encryption key, but is secure enough as a login password, and that unlocks a longer, more secure key, which then decrypts your private keys. So that's the very short version. There's a lot more to it, and I'll post all that on the forums. But that's basically what we're talking about, and hopefully that will be some kind of cloud-based wallet storage, so you can have different clients on different platforms and just enter what's called your backup password, and that'll be all the application needs to set up a wallet on a new device. So you'll have a shared wallet on different devices, and you'll be able to synchronize it and have these lightweight clients available to you.
And if I could jump in, all without the server knowing your key or the actual unencrypted text associated with your wallet.
Exactly. So every time anything's sent to the server, it's only encrypted. What we do want is the server to know the public keys, just so the server can offer some things like your balance and integration with other APIs and external services. But in terms of your private keys, that's the whole point of the thing, right? That's why we do Bitcoin. That's why we do this particular version of it. Is that you want control of your money. You don't want somebody else to hold your money. All right. So as we're still waiting on the block, I think we're going to end the recording here and come back once it's been confirmed. So see you in a bit. And we're back. And right now it's been confirmed. Yes, you can see there's 2 confirmations. And now I want to show you a little feature here with when I click on this little arrow here, I can actually get some extra information about the transaction as well as a link to the block explorer. So I'll click on that, and as you can see, the transaction really has been included in the blockchain. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's our little demonstration. I hope you liked it, and everything that you just saw is going to be released open source over the next couple of days, and we're also creating a little website about it so you can get more information and documentation and so on. And we're really hoping that some people will take this and play around with it and break it and build some new with it. And so thanks for watching, and bye, Eric.
Bye, thank you.